I remember having breakfast on the ship, and all these strange foods laid out. And I looked at the cornflakes, and I said to my brother, "What is that?" He said, "Don't you know? It's fried lettuce." He's such a know-it-all. Anyway, another thing I remember on that journey was the Jamaican nurses. They would come in at night, they'd make sure we were all in bed, but I'd have one eye open and watch them go through the suitcases and take things out. So there were things that never arrived to England because they would take talcum powder, whatever they wanted to take, they would take, my parents would never know about it. I also remember my mother, the day we docked, and my mother had an armful of duffel coats. But I didn't recognise her, although we'd only been separated for 1 year. She'd left us for 1 year with grandparents. I didn't know it at the time, but I was short-sighted. But I noticed this couple standing just looking at me while I was packing the suitcase. And she kept looking, this woman kept looking. And it was like out of the short-sightedness, her features appeared to me. And I realised it was my mother, and I ran up to her and hugged her, and she said, "I was waiting to see if you'd recognise me, if you'd forgotten me." And the next thing I remembered, we were on a train from Southampton, and we looked out, and there was smoke everywhere, greyness everywhere. And my little brother, who was 2, he was an early talker, he said, "I don't like England." And my mum said, Why not? Only bakeries, England, how I don't like England. So that was his concept of smoke. If you saw smoke coming out of the chimney, it had to be a bakery. I'll skip to school, where my brother, who was 1 year younger than me, was chased home every day by boys calling him Woggy, Woggy, Woggy. They were either saying Woggy, 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 or "We won the cup in 1966. Those were the two chants on the playground. So one day, my mother said, when he came home, she said, "Look, I've got 3 of you in that school. If one of you comes home crying, I'm beating the 3. I'm beating all of you because there's 3 of you in that school." And she said, "You see this satchel, this school bag?" She gave him a brick. And she said, "Put it in the school bag." And she said, "When they come, watch them. Don't run." She said, "Grab the smallest one. Make sure you get a good grip and swing that bag." I know, teachers, it's not what you would want your parents to be telling children, but it worked. And that was the last time they chased him home, and we, the girls, never had to fight those battles.
Thank you for your story. Yes, they've got to act it out for you now. Okay, so what style would you like it to be acted out in? Chorus? Okay, let's watch.
West Indian Oriental Gentleman. Walk. West Indian Oriental Gentleman. I don't like England. Walk. I don't like England. West Indian Oriental Gentleman. Walk. I still don't like England.
I don't like England.
West Indian Oriental Gentleman. Yes.
We won the cup in 1966. We won the cup in 1966. We won the cup in 1966. We won the cup in 1966.
Walk. West Indian Oriental
What's wrong with
Gentleman.
you? Why are you crying? On where?
Grab the smallest one
This satchel?
and swing that's
And
such
when
a
they come,
West
Hey,
Indian.
brother, let's go.
Grab the smallest one
hear what I say.
and bring that such Indian oriental
We
gentleman.
don't go on now. We don't go on. Why are we doing that?
West Indian oriental gentleman.